Hey y'all, what's up? Your girl's back at it again. Welcome to a brand new episode of Get the Sense 92, giving you guys the latest on exclusive content on music and entertainment. So this video is going to be fun. And like I said, I'm just going to state my opinion based on, like I said, my knowledge of music. But also, I do have to be honest about this. This is what I've been freaking talking about for a couple of years. Now, an artist, well, he is an artist. He is a legendary music producer, Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri ruffled some feathers. Jermaine Dupri recently, a few days ago, he was on an interview recently, and he was asked about female rap. What did he think of like the female rappers that are breaking into mainstream at the moment, and they are having their success at the moment, and they're making noise, as of right now. And he was like, his opinion, he said, well, it's okay, he said, well, he's cool with it, he doesn't have no issue with it, but he feels like the music now is like stripper music. And a lot of people, like I said, they have been coming at him, dragging him, saying, oh, he's wrong for that, and, and this and that and third. And then he also said, from the era that he came up when it comes to music and, like, female rap in general, he just saw more of a variety. And his opinion, I respect Jermaine Dupri. I do agree with him. And I also see other people's perspectives as well. Because we do need a variety of, like, female rap and female hip-hop, period. But I just feel like there are some people, they try to make it seem like he was bashing on these women. No. But it's almost like this. Listen. In a way, he was just saying the music is garbage. I think, in my opinion, he was saying, kind of underlining the music is garbage. Because it is garbage, guys. Let's keep it 100. The music is garbage. On radio, it's just garbage. Now, he also said that even for these female rappers nowadays, he would like to hear something different, something else. But now these female rappers nowadays, now they're just talking about the same thing. They're talking about, they're vajayjay. They're talking about, they're vajayjay, get money, and F that, N-word and all that. I don't want to hear the same shit either over and over. I did a review on an album review that I did, go check it out, on Nicki Minaj. I'm a huge fan of Nicki Minaj. Go check it out. I did an album review on Nicki Minaj's new album, Queen, that came out last year. I really explained my thoughts, my opinion, and being an honest fan. Because at the end of the day, it's okay. It's okay to have opinions. You have the right to agree or to disagree. But with that being said, that does go for Nicki as well. And like I said, we got Cardi B, we got City Girls, we got Megan Thee Stallion. She's been doing her thing too. So it's good and there's room for all these women. But the issue is people want to hear more female rappers get the same recognition, get the same, praise, get the same support, just like Nicki Minaj, just like Cardi B, just like Megan Thee Stallion, just like City Girls. It can happen again, guys. But the fucking issue that I have is I just get so, like, I find it very ironic that the same people who say, well, we want to see more talent on the forefront, but do they actually go out and buy the music? But then also, I have to say this. There's just lack of resources for the rest of these artists that have talent, just like even underground female rap, underground hip-hop artists. They have all the talent in the world. It's just that they have to find the right networking and the right, like, connections in terms of management to put their music out. So even people have said, well, what about like Rhapsody, and what about Malibu, Mitch? Also Tink. Tink is another female rapper. I love Tink. I gotta show her some love. I know a female rapper named Gloss the Boss. She's from ATL. She's from Atlanta. Shout out to her. And I often think back of like the days when I was growing up with female hip hop. I was a little girl, I was listening to Missy Elliott, Lil Kim, Eve at the same time. Okay, they came out at the same freaking time. Even Queen Latifah, MC Light, Rod Digger, Roxanne Shante, Salt and Pepper, Da Brat, you know, I mean Foxy Brown. You know, I have to be honest. There was a lot. There was a variety, but nowadays it's just the same old, same old, same old. It's just the same old, and I'm tired of it too. It's just redundant. And even I try to get into like these new artists, but it's okay. And I know everybody's not gonna be your own cup of tea, but I do respect the art and the craft. But it's just the same thing. It's just nothing. It's really, you know, with these rappers now, like especially mainstream rap, and they just talk about the same thing. And then even the production is lackluster. You got one freaking beat, okay, one beat. There's no freaking the borderline, like the drum, the patterns, the instrumentation. We got a lot of like talented producers that should be on the map, okay. I know talented producers, music producers. Jermaine Dupri is an example, because Jermaine Dupri is pretty much, he grew up in an era where music, you had to have talent. You had to have talent. So even when he worked with like the Brat and Mariah Carey and Janet Jackson, other artists, like he pretty much, and it was this other group, oh my god, Crisscross, yeah, all of them. Like Jermaine Dupri pretty much is like the, you know, he's pretty much, like I said, he knows what he's talking about, because he's just saying, you know, from his perspective, okay, I just think that we need to see more, you know, a variety out there so they can do their thing and just break the mold of like, oh, you only have to be one image. You only have to be one of, you know, whatever. Also, Tierra Whack, Remy Ma, you know, and also it's like so sad, because I think that even mainstream, and this is my opinion, you have the right to agree, you have the right to disagree. Mainstream nowadays, they're looking for like a Nicki Minaj and a Cardi B and a Megan Thee Stallion, because that's what they want. You know, they're not really looking for like a Remy Ma as much, and they're not really looking for like a Tierra Whack like that. But it's okay. But at the end of the day, that does not make these women less talented. It doesn't not take away from their work ethic and drive. Just have the right people connections to get them on that mainstream level. But then also, I also think that I don't really think that they have to, like, as far as getting mainstream success, they can get it, but they don't have to be signed to a huge record label. They can have their own record label and be independent bosses, you know, put out their music when they want to put out their music, have that creative freedom. Because I understand where Jermaine Dupri is coming from. I really do. I grew up with Jermaine Dupri. Even he helped Bow Wow's career when he was little. Okay? So I remember him, you know, really helping a lot of artists, period, in general. And then, you know, even with the music, like I said, I try to get into some of that music, but it's not good. The music is just not good, period. And y'all will be lying to yourselves to think, well, you know, that's just, you know, the way how it is now. People are listening to this kind of music and y'all are so old and all that. No, it doesn't matter, because me, I'm 26 years old. I'm hip to music. I grew up listening to 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s music. Okay, R&B, period. Hip hop, period. Pop, period. So I know about music. So I have a like good ear of like music, such as like I don't care who you are, as long as you're talented. And then it's okay to make your own music. You don't have to follow the trend. These artists now that I hear on the radio, they're following trends. Everybody sounds the freaking same. Everybody sounds like everybody else. There's really no, like, you can't even tell who's who, because I'd be like, oh, this sounds like so-and-so, this sounds like so-and-so. But, and also, I just think that Jermaine Dupri, pretty much, I don't think that he's, like, hating or bashing. I mean, but people are trying to make it seem like he's hating and bashing, because, you know, he had his opinion. And Cardi B, she said something, you know, and she said, well, you know what, like I said, you know, people, you know, we need to see more variety and all this. And then even her, she said, well, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about, and that's cool. But when I put out like that song, Be Careful, people were like, what is this and all that. And I think that really, even with Cardi B, I'm not a fan of Cardi B. You know, So her music is okay. I do like some of her music. Like I like Bodak Yellow, Money Bag, and Press. But I'm not like, you know, a huge fan of hers. But at the end of the day, she does have something to offer, and there's a lane for everybody. That's what people want. They want to see the same thing for other female rappers. And even with Remy Ma, I'm gonna talk about Remy Ma for a little bit. Remy Ma, she need to come back swinging, because all that other drama, I think people really underestimated Remy Ma as well. And I think that Remy Ma pretty much, I would love to see her slay and come back and have like that mainstream success as well. Because listen, regardless how people want to try to clown Remy Ma, like Remy Ma pretty much, she was out too. So I remember Remy Ma too. She was out with what? Fat Joe, Terror Squad, you know, I mean all that good stuff. Rockaway, Lean Back, all that stuff, you know. She came out too. Conceited, you know, whatever. Like I grew up with Remy Ma too, but I think Remy Ma pretty much, she can come back swinging too. But she has though. She's been doing her thing. Even when she came out from jail, she did get herself together. She did come back on Love and Hip Hop New York to promote her music. You know, get the people, general public, to connect with her again. Because I understand from that perspective, like reality TV show is something like it can help artists, but I think that not for everybody, and it's okay. But Remy Ma and Fat Joe, they did put out like a collaboration album. It was a Place de la Pumo, and I remember in that song she had with him, it was more like, you know, it just, you know, they had to like in a way set trends too, but kind of like move in with the new current wave of music. Now I like that, you know, other people are having their opinions about, you know, female rap and female hip hop, but I have to be honest, you know, we're gonna have to do better supporting talent anyway. Like a Rhapsody. Rhapsody can spit. I love Rhapsody. I've heard her like her album, I think it's called Leia's Wisdom. If not, I'll go back and I'll type down the album, the title of the album. She's really dope. Tink. Oh my goodness, don't get me started on Tink. Tink is another one. Tink is another female rapper from Chicago. Tink, she's still putting out her music. She's still releasing her music independent. Y'all need to do it. Y'all need to do your research. And also Drizzy. Drizzy is a another talented female rapper from Chicago as well. And then I said about, you know, the other one. So I think that really it just boils down to them getting the right connections, you know, getting the right people to support them. But you know what, like I said, I think the music can be better in terms of like the sound, the production, content, switch it up, you know. But really, I'm just not really satisfied with what I'm hearing right now on the radio, and radio is garbage anyway. I don't really listen to a lot of like that radio mainstream, because one, it's not appealing to me, and it's distasteful. And really, like after a couple of seconds listening to a song, I'm like, listen, I want to listen to something really good. So that's why I also support underground artists. I support underground singers and rappers that they're like still underground, and it's okay. Just because you're an underground independent artist, that does not make you less than. That does not make you like you're not successful. You are successful. It's just that you know, even for like the mainstream, you can get like mainstream success. Like I know, like what, Chance the Rapper, he's an example. You know, he's independent. He's been doing his thing. So I know about like, you know, just making your art and your music. You don't have to be signed to a record label for them to like get you the co-sign. No. And really, these record labels nowadays, it's all about image. It's all about popularity. It's kind of like they want a certain sound. They only want one image, and that's just how it is. It's just about making money. They don't care about art. They don't care about. It's just like you just make that cookie cutter music and get a check and get your money and get on about your business. But I also like that, you know, even for people, they want to see a variety in female rap. And it can happen again. It can happen again. Also, Lauryn Hill. I can't forget about Lauryn Hill. Like, seriously, all these women coexisted when I was growing up. So, like I said, I want to see it again. I really do want to see it again. So that's all I got to say at this point, and people have the right to, express their thoughts and their opinions. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about, Jermaine Dupri's opinion on female rap and female hip hop? Don't be afraid to like, share, comment, and subscribe below. Don't be afraid to hit that notification bell. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And as always, stay tuned on the next episode of Gifted Since 92 Dragon Ball Z narrator reference. Peace. Bye bye.